Welcome to this tutorial on how you can create a form like a waiver or a sign-up sheet. Forms are within Sports Carnival, and there's no limit to the type of form that you can create for surveys, things of that nature. Let's click into Admin Home and have a quick look. From Admin Home, we're going to navigate ourselves to Forms. So when I click it, we get shown to this page, which shows us all of the forms that have been created. If you're brand new to Sports Carnival, you likely have nothing here except for a sign waiver, which is already a pre-established form that we put into the system. So let's just take a quick look at this. We're going to edit form and see this waiver. You can go in here and actually take this and copy a brand new waiver form in here, change heading types within this form, and then add different elements here like first name, last name, email. I'm going to show you brand new how we could start a form from the very start of it, but forms are used for linking out, as in a waiver could go to a call to action button on your website that says sign waiver here, or you can also within Sports Carnival assign forms to things like tournament registration or a league registration, or maybe you want to just create a survey for your team. So let's go into the left-hand side and let's start brand new with create a form. It will navigate us to naming this form, and then that name will automatically generate a URL. So let's call this form name survey 3, and URL will be generated, and we'll add this form. The form link has now been created and we are at a blank slate. So on the pages, we're going to add page form, and right away we are going to need to select the type of form we want to build. In most scenarios, Form Builder is what you're going to use, but if you wanted to create a membership selection or a tournament selection, you could go these routes as well. But let's go Form Builder. And once we type that in there, the button that's also going to be on this form is going to be called Submit. I could change this to, let's call it like Submit Survey, just so you can see a difference in the copy. This form now has elements that can be added in here. The number of different type of elements vary, but one of the first ones is a WYSIWYG. This is an internal language, and I guess industry standard. WYSIWYG is what you can put in, where you can put a bunch of information. So information, header and subhead, and copy for the entire document. So I just want to type this in here so you can see that I can highlight this and I can put this as a heading, and I can also make this copy within this WYSIWYG centered. And here might just be heading 4 type of copy. So I can go in here. And now I have some information. So also you could put an image in here if you wanted. All you got to do is type in the insert image, and you can put anything that you maybe have created in Canva or Photoshop. So let's so far save this form so we have it. I'm going to go back into the elements. Once I have this WYSIWYG here, going into elements, and now I'm going to put in a text input. And let me put 2 in there and see that enter your field label is what populates. If I want to change this copy, I highlight it and then go into the label and type in what I want it to be. I've typed in first name, and now if I need this to be a required field, so the customer has to put this something in this field, you can just click required and then go on your merry way and continue on with other names for the element. Make this required, and I'm going to go back into elements instead of saving it, and now I can put an email input, which is a quick little way for them to add their email, so I'll put that as required. And then just for the instance, let's do a checkbox example, and it's going to start with very basic information, but you do want to put it in here. So things like, where did you hear about us? If you wanted this to be required, your options can be numerous. Maybe it's a number of different spots online, social channels. And now I can save this form. So people will be able to choose this, and then email, last name. Let's maybe put in a signature, just because I know that's probably something that a lot of people are using when they're creating their waiver. enter your field label. Let's instead call it signature. And we'll make that required as well. So let's save the form. And now if I go to the top and I view that form, I'll be able to see live that this is the entire form that we have created. Again, this can be something for a registration to a league or a tournament or any sort of registration. If you're just trying to gather info and details about your customers, this is the route to go. What you don't see is at the very top, it's the URL. I can click it and I can put that onto my website within any button that I have on the website. Or again, if we were going to try to tie it into tournaments or leagues, there's other tutorial videos that you can see specifically on how to do that. One other thing that I want to continue to show here, I guess, is that submit button. I did say that. So submit survey is the button and how we named it, so that's good. But let me go back in here. And if I were to add another form page, it's going to shoot me to a page 2. This is where, if filling out this information, we want to go to a second page that has more information or something like that, I would just go into form builder and add any additional section to this. So again, this is all built in if you're already choosing the tournament and league selection. This is an automatic second page that takes place, but if you needed a second page for any reason, surveys are examples of this where you would maybe just add additional questions to a second page. It's the exact same situation as you previously did. That is how you create a form in Sports Carnival.